The ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic symbol of beautiful is Nefer. It also means good. Nefer symbol likely represent a musical instrument, or could be a heart and a windpipe. It also consists of the three shapes that ever exist: the circle, the vertical, and horizontal. Nefertiti means the beautiful woman has come, talking about the queen of Egypt, wife of Akhenaten, who lived more than 3,000 years ago in Egypt and ruled the country. And Nefertari, the name of the queen Nefertari, wife of Ramses the Great, meant the beautiful companion. The Nefer also means a good god. Beauty had a spiritual depth, so ancient Egyptians represented their gods or deities as beautiful figures. Hathor, the goddess of beauty, music, fertility, was represented as a beautiful woman with a graceful face and body. And Maat, the goddess of truth, law, and universal order, was represented by a beautiful woman with a crown surmounted by a feather of an ostrich. Even the gods also represented by a good-looking man, like Osiris, Amun-Ra. So that's why ancient Egyptians wanted to look like their beautiful gods and kings, to seek holiness and perfection. So men and women alike like to be in a very good appearance. Different concept of beauty in different cultures. Our concept of beauty is different from time to time. And also in the tribal beauty is different, because some parts in some tribes are exaggerated to look beautiful, which does not mean that it is beautiful for every culture. And the Egyptian civilization is so deep, so beauty doesn't mean that to look only good, but it has also concepts that we will check. This is the Nefer that Emmanuel just discussed. And this is the symbol.
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, it's the symbol of beauty. And it represented the musical instrument, or could be the heart and the trachea. From Nefer came the name of Nefertiti, which the beautiful woman has come, her name, talking about the famous Nefertiti. And Nefertari, the queen, the wife of Ramses the Great, means the beautiful companion. And Nefer also means good. So Nefer is the beautiful, good king. And because of that, ancient Egyptians had beauty with a spiritual depth. So they represented their gods as beautiful figures. So we have Hathor, the beautiful deity for the beauty, music, and fertility. She's looks like a graceful woman. She also can look as a cow, because the cow also gives fertility. And Maat, the goddess of truth, law, and universal order, she is a very good-looking woman with a feather over her head, the feather of justice. Also, the Osiris, as well Amun-Ra, they are both very good-looking men. So that means that the ancient Egyptians wanted to look as beautiful, as perfect, as holy as their god kings and queens. That's why it was very important for them to look good. And here the Prince Rahotep and wife Nofret statues from Cairo Museum. They lived about 4,500 years ago. They were nobles. And if you can see here that both of them, they look very beautiful, and both of them actually they wore makeup. So beauty was actual for all. It was for men, women, young, old, and rich and poor. For the eye and the eyebrow, Egypt started the vogue of eyeliner. This was 12,000 years ago, and adopted in the West after the discovery of Tut's tomb in 1920. And here we can see Elizabeth Taylor having this, the makeup, the unique eyeliner makeup. And this eyeliner makeup, it's actually in the shape of the magical eye of Horus, which has a teardrop This is very important amulet because it's thought to bring health and wellness. So it is not only a beautiful eye, but also a protected eyes with magic. And you know that actually this symbol of Eye of Horus is the origin of the pharmaceutical RX sign, which we use nowadays in the pharmaceutical prescription. Looking about the eyeliners, the material, they used the green stone of malachite. This was very early in the pre-dynastic, maybe 6,000 years ago. And then they used a stone that is rich in lead, and they made the black Kohl from it. Kohl was actually important because the lead in it, it strengthens the skin immunity and the eyes immunity and prevent eye infection, which is common during the flood time. So it is not only beautiful, it was also magical for protection, and it has also medical value. So that was the beauty in ancient Egypt and the value of it. Also looking about the red ochre, which is the ancient Egyptians used this naturally colored clay to paint their lips and cheeks, and this was mixed with honey, and this to prevent the dryness of the skin and the sunburn from the hot, sunny Egypt. So beautiful was it, and also it was protective and medical reasons. Ancient Egyptians, they had creams for anti-aging, and we can know that from the cosmetic cream jars that we found from the second dynasty, more than 4,600 years, from Sachem tomb from Abydos. And when we were evaluated, the material was from the gum of frankincense and Moringa, and now they are proved in the modern medicine and the modern beauty industry that they have really an anti-aging benefits of this material. So we are still learning from the ancient Egyptians our modern medicine. So because women and men, both of them, they wore makeup and they used beauty tools, that was a beauty industry was very rich and prosperous in ancient Egypt. And look here at these palettes for cosmetics from the pre-dynastic, which is more than 6,000 years ago. They were the ancient Egyptians, men and women, used to mix their cosmetic material. Look also, it's not only functional, it is very beautiful and artistic. Here is the Kohl tubes, and the double Kohl tubes. They are with the stick for the eyeliner. And also, this is the mirrors, and they used the mirrors polished from silver. And this one is so beautiful. It has the handle in the shape of Hathor, the goddess of beauty. This was from the time of King Thutmose III, more than 3,500 years ago. Because of this flourish industry, they had also beauty professionals. So they had a face printer, and they had even a name for that. And they had also beauty professionals for manicure, like here in the conjoined tomb in Saqqara for the two manicurists for the king from the 5th dynasty, more than 4,500 years ago. And they were very proud of their profession. And we even found manicure tools made of gold and copper and other toilet implements in a box from the Old Kingdom, which is the Rhine of Senefru. This was 4,600 years ago. And see how they may even resemble the kind of manicure sets that we use nowadays. They had beautiful boxes of wood with ivory to keep their cosmetic tools. Look here at the mirror, and if we open the drawers, we'll find jars containing creams and other cosmetic material. There are also boxes that contained the hairstyling tools, the combs and the hair pins, because hairstyling was so important in ancient Egypt. There were palace hairdressers, and there were also street barbers. So it was very important for every level. And I will show you this lovely drawing from the coffin of Queen Kawit from the Middle Kingdom, located now at the Cairo Egyptian Museum. The queen is enjoying her drink while the hairdresser is fixing her hairstyle and putting pins on her hairstyle. And this is how beautiful it was. Actually, ancient Egyptians invented the wig, and they had it in a similar way that we do it nowadays in the modern. We have a cap, and from the cap they join braids of hair. So different ones here, from wig from Deir al-Bahari, and another wig of the princess later in the 21st dynasty. They had also hair accessories to place on their head. Men and women alike dressed their hair and wore wigs. And we can see also that workers had their hair well dressed. Here, the beer and bread makers from the Old Kingdom more than 4,000 years ago. Although they are doing their job, the women are very well hair dressed, but they are not dressed because this will prevent them from doing their work. But despite of that, they had very nice hair dresses. Even the peasants, the man and his wife, both of them, they have their hair is very dressed even while they're harvesting their crops. The best styles were left for the ancient Egyptian parties. Ancient Egyptians were a life community. That means that they enjoyed their life. And also they believed in the afterlife. So it was not only a civilization for funerary customs. No, they loved their life and enjoyed it to every bit of it. They sometimes put wax cones on the top of their hair. This was scented, and during the hot time of Egypt and during the party, this would melt and give them a very nice scent. Ancient Egyptians even brought their tools to their tombs because they considered that the tools were very important to them, and here are the carriers for the goods going to the tomb, and one of them is carrying actually a box of cosmetics and a bag carrying a mirror.